Everybody, I know it's not super good lighting here right now because, well, it's daylight, and so I just like want to use the sunlight. I don't want to waste the electricity when there's beautiful sunlight out here. So really, okay, so where I live, it's spring, but it's snowing still, and it's like, thank you, and it's like I think it's the end of March. It's March 31st. Yeah, it's March 31st. And today I'm going to do a video, but give me 1 second for you guys. But anyways, the video today, sorry I don't have an intro yet. Maybe I'm going to start an intro maybe later. And I'll try to figure out an intro for y'all. But we don't got time for that right now because I have a video. It might be pretty long, and as y'all can see from the title, it's my unpopular opinions. Don't come for me or anything because it's my opinion. I mean your opinions they matter. I don't care, and so my opinions are my opinions, your opinions are your opinions. I respect that, and these are just my unpopular opinions. First, I think Taylor Swift is so underrated. She needs to be way up. She's like so low, and I'm like, no, the girl deserves better. Like, she's so good. Like, can somebody at least try to be nice to her? Because, I mean, she's perfect. She looks like a Barbie doll. She has really good music. I don't know what else to say. She's so underrated. She needs to get over. She should be better than Beyonce, and that takes me to my second one. Beyonce is so overrated. I don't like any of her music. She sucks. And I'm sorry to Beyonce, but I honestly think this. Taylor Swift should be above Beyonce. Beyonce sucks. Like, her music kind of makes my head hurt sometimes. Really. Like, I ain't even I don't really like Beyonce. I'm sorry. Pockets and dresses, it's not cute. Like, you know, those dresses where they have pockets. I mean, you need pockets sometimes, but it ain't cute. Like, because then it kind of just ruins the dress. The dress has, pockets there, and it has basically holes, and it's like, it ain't cute no more. You just ruined the dress. It's like putting, pockets in a wedding dress. A wedding dress is so cute, but if you were to put pockets in it, you know, people, it's just like a natural thing. They put their hands in their pockets. The bride would not look right having their hands in a pocket because it just ain't cute. It just ain't cute. No. Okay, so the next one, don't get me wrong, I love Frozen, but I still think it's a little overrated. People are so like, oh my god, I saw Frozen, it's the best. Like, oh my goodness, I love it. Like, you can't go wrong. And I'm like, yeah, it's good, but it's not the best. So, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. Okay, and I'll be back in about 1 second, so I'm sorry. I'm going to turn this kind of into a mukbang just because I haven't eaten, but I don't want to eat on camera, so I'm not really, so I'm eat and stuff, but I'm gonna still be on camera talking and stuff, but I'll be out of the camera, my face out of the camera and stuff, because I'll talk about that later. But Frozen, so overrated. It's good and all, but it's just too overhyped. People are just it's the best movie ever. I don't really like Cinderella, but I'd rather watch Cinderella than that. So yeah. Chocolate is so overrated. I mean, I eat it and stuff, but I mostly eat dark chocolate. Don't get me wrong, I love dark chocolate. That's what's not. So dark chocolate's underrated. But okay, so milk chocolate is good. It's good, but I'm not gonna eat it every day. Like, people are like, ooh, I can't live without chocolate. Like, ooh, I need chocolate every day to live, or I will be dead. If I do not have chocolate one day, I will die. I'm like, give it up. You're just exaggerating. Mukbangs are a little overrated, I think. Because people, people be like, so, yeah, and, they're eating while they're talking. It's I mean, who eats in front of a camera, let alone, going to a restaurant and kind of oh, yeah, I'll have all the food in my mouth, sorry, but, yeah, yeah, like I'm like starts a conversation. Who does that? Like it's weird. I don't want to see what's in your mouth. Mukbangs are, and then oh this is something I do not have on here, but Heaven is for Real is underrated. It's such a good movie. Like it needs to get higher. It's so underrated. Even the book or Miracles from Heaven for thing. That's so underrated. Like not enough people like it. I'm like there should be more people that like it. Same thing with Wonder. It's like who are you if you don't like these movies? They're very like sad and emotional and I love them. Batman, so overrated. I do not like him. He is not a good superhero, let alone a good person. He's just weird. I'd rather go for Thor. Thor, yeah, he's underrated. Thor. Ariel, like not like the mermaid under the Little Mermaid. So underrated. I'm sorry. So underrated. She needs to get way up there because she's so underrated. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Don't get me wrong. I love pineapple. It's so good. And, I'd have pineapple all day by itself because I love fruit. I love vegetables. Like, those are my go-to foods, really, when I have a lot of them in stock, like, in my house. But pineapple does not belong on pizza. No. No. Yeah, just stop. Like, it does not belong on pizza. Sushi, so a lot of people are saying it's like nasty, but like sushi is good. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna eat it every day stuff kind of stuff. It's not gonna be like, oh, you know what? Today I want sushi. Tomorrow, oh, I want sushi. The next day, Mom, I guess I want sushi. I know I had it yesterday, the day before, 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 but I still want sushi. It's not like that, but it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I actually like raisins. People are like, it's bad and stuff, but raisins are so good. They taste the bomb. And like, people are like, well, how can you eat it? I'm like, it's just a dried out grape. Do you like grapes? It's a dry grape. That's what it is. I'm sorry. You gotta be honest. It's a dry grape. So get that out of here. Because you know what? It's just a dried grape and it actually tastes good. If you were to try it, you would like it. Like, I used to think, ew, just look at the raisin. It's probably going to be nasty because of the way it looks. I tried a raisin and I was like, man, this is good. I should have tried it a long time ago. Like, I don't know what I was doing without that because, like, oh, and I'm sorry what I'm doing with my hand. I'm a little German and Irish, so that's kind of what this comes from. But, yeah. Gucci is overrated. Like, buying almost $100 pair of socks. It's just one pair of socks and it's almost $100. Who does that? Like, I mean, it might be cool and all, but like, you can get something cheaper that looks exactly the same just without the Gucci symbol. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, like Gucci is overrated. It's way too expensive. It's like, why do so many people go and buy $100 one pair of socks? You can probably get, just wait until some people just take Gucci into the thrift store like Goodwill and then you got Gucci and it's cheap, but it's still overrated. So I don't even know why people be doing that because Gucci is overrated. You can go to Menards, you can go to Walmart, and you can go to the mall, but Gucci, no. Like, I'm sorry. James Charles is underrated. I think he should be way more up. I know it's probably like, well, he's only like 19, so he probably ain't the best. I'm like, he needs to be higher up. Like, if I could afford to buy his like palette, I would buy it. I would buy his palette. If I was allowed to wear makeup as well, I would buy his palette. I mean, how can you go wrong with all that makeup and stuff? Like, James Charles, like, oh my goodness, like, he's so underrated. Like, why are all these good people so underrated? Like, I mean, I'm a little overrated right now, but James Charles so underrated. Like, the way he does his makeup and stuff. He's done like Kim Kardashian's makeup. He has done famous people's makeup. So y'all need to put him higher up because all these professional, like, singers, actresses, and stuff are going to him. James Charles, a 19-year-old, he's probably not even, like, he shouldn't be good. But all these famous people are choosing to go to him rather than a professional because he's more professional than the professionals. Like, he's so underrated. Like, I went to get my makeup done by him one day. Like, yes. Like, oh my goodness. No, I can't even handle because, like, like, all these people are like, well, James Charles, he shouldn't be able to do makeup. I'm like, the world is the world. Just let it be. Like, and then next is Jeffree Star is so underrated. Jeffree Star is another person. He's like a drag queen, but like, actually, I don't know what quite he is, but he does makeup and stuff. He's underrated. So underrated. I mean, he's not been as good. He's not as, like, good as James Charles. I mean, he's been in James Charles videos. He's really good. He's not been, like, as many, like, famous people as James has. I don't know if he's actually gotten really famous people to do their makeup, but, like, Jeffree Star is so underrated. He should be way higher up on the scale. Give me a second. I'm talking too much and my throat hurts. Thank you. But Jeffree's so underrated. Like, I want to learn how to do makeup from these people. Shane Dawson, so underrated. I love his conspiracy theories, and he's supposed to be coming out with a palette. I want his palette. I want Jeffree's palette, and I want James's palette. But, I mean, I can't afford any of them, and I'm not allowed to wear makeup. But I want them, even if I'm not allowed to wear any makeup, I want them just to be a collection, really. Like, that's... Oh, and Miranda sings. So underrated. So underrated. They're all underrated. Like, they need to be higher up on the scale. Taylor Swift, James Charles, Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Colleen Ballinger, and Miranda sings. So underrated because they should be way higher up. I'm sorry. Like, they're so low because of all these people. But I'm like, no, they're really good. I mean, like, Colleen Ballinger, actually, I kind of think she's better than, like, Kim Kardashian and stuff like that. Taylor Swift better than Beyonce and, like, everybody. And, yeah, so, in James Charles, like, his merch, I want his merch. If I could afford it, I would. And, yeah, like, I want a sister's tee. I want sisters, like, sweatpants. Like, I want sisters everything. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go. Love y'all. Mwah.